Hello everybody, I'm LW, and here we are once again. We are getting ready to do a full body workout using, of course, the LW 500 Latchbar exercise system. The Latchbar exercise system can be seen or viewed, however you want to put it, on my website. My website is www.lw500products.net. And you can also see almost 200 video training demonstrations on how to use the equipment and how to mount the equipment if you're looking to mount it. Because the equipment is mountable and it is also portable. We are going to start off using a portable unit. We're starting off using the basic latch bar, and the basic latch bar has 4 straps on it. 2 of the straps are for sit-ups and 2 of the straps are adjusted for doing crunches. So I know we all like crunches, so we're going to immediately get started. We have our mat on the floor, so I am going to get down here and get started. So you can see these demonstrations also on YouTube, and YouTube will be your primary source of where to see all the videos at once, because once you log on to YouTube, you can go to my channel. My channel is called the Latchbar, and once you put in the Latchbar, you'll see this familiar looking face, and all you have to do is just subscribe. And subscribing doesn't cost any money, it's free. But you'll be able to see all the demonstrations on how to use the Latchbar exercise system and join in. Okay, we just knocked out 25 sit-ups. And now we're going to do the same for our crunches. One of the beauties of the Latchbar exercise system is it will assist you in generating or conducting a sit-up or a crunch. By utilizing the adjusted straps, you place the Latchbar across your feet. All you have to do is apply tension. Once you have it in a comfortable position on your feet, you're ready to conduct sit-ups. Now, you can either lay in position and adjust your straps to your length as such for sit-ups, and for squats, you want to have your knees raised and your arms should also equal that length. So you don't want to have excess hanging around. You want to make sure it's perfectly adjusted in order for you to conduct your sit-up properly or your crunch, because you are effectively using your stomach and your biceps to help you into the sit-up position, and also to help you into the crunch position. So even if you can't do many, you'll be able to do some with the assistance of the Latchbar method. The same is applicable for doing your crunch. So this will allow you to develop your abs and your biceps at the same time. So now I'm going to turn the floor mat around, and I'm going to get back on the floor so that I am facing the home gym, and I have a couple of straps, once again, that are adjusted for me in order to conduct a pull-up crunch. So I'm in position, and all I have to do now, instead of trying to just pull myself up without the use of the strap, it is possible, but using the straps, of course, will allow you to exercise your arms and your back while you're generating a crunch, which is also helping your abs. Now I'll just move this out of the way for now. Only for now. And we will begin using some warm-up portable type equipment. So we have the deluxe flat and the deluxe round bar on the top. It's set up with, you got a couple of heavy duty bands and a couple of medium resistance bands. You can use tubular or you can use flat bands, whatever you choose. You can add more resistance as you like. Make it as difficult or make it as easy, whichever way you like to conduct your exercise, and how much ever pain you'd like to inflict on yourself. Now, when you use resistance bands, it's not like you are snatching a lot of weight as you do with traditional weights, but you're supposed to maintain resistance on your bands while you're conducting your exercise. So in other words, you should never let them totally collapse. So as I'm standing here, I have resistance maintained on these bands. If I release it all the way, That's what we don't want. So you're supposed to maintain resistance while you're conducting whatever activity you're doing, so that you're not to completely drop it back into the bottom position. This way, you'll get the full impact of using resistance bands. Otherwise, most of you will incorrectly attempt to snatch and pull as if you were using weights. Resistance bands do not operate like weights. And after you do a certain amount, it's good to pull it to your level of extreme and hold it there. And as you hold it there, it's just like an isometric, and you'll find your muscles will start to burn. And that's what you're looking to accomplish. And if more possible, always release the resistance or the tension slowly. Has nothing to do with safety. You want to still get the benefit from using the resistance band. So after you've pulled yourself into oblivion, then I want you to pull, hold, and squat. Yes. Pull and hold it. Now squat. As you stop, your latch bar should be in the same place. You should not have lowered it, because as you lower it, you're decreasing the resistance and you're not getting the full effect. So only pull it up as high as you can control it. If you can't control it with it being up as high as the next person, hold it to your height. And that will be high enough until you can build your strength up so that you can do nice pulls. In the meantime, do what you can do, and that will be strengthening you, no matter who you are. Good for all your back muscles, your arms, and even shoulders. So when you grab this and pull it up and start doing semi-crunches, trust me, you will feel that throughout your body. And that's what you want. Once you finish, hang it back up, so it's not in the way. So from here, we're going to go to the wall mount system. We just worked on the basic latch bar, and we also used the deluxe latch bar. And we did sit-ups, crunches, we did pulls, and we did semi-squats. And then we did a pull-up crunch using the wall unit with these straps. So we're on our way. Now we're going to do some more crunches. So let's get in position. And already, we've basically covered full body already. And we haven't been that far into our session. The initial exercise some of you would call it a day after doing the initial exercise. The key is to do enough sets of whatever you are doing, or at least a specific quantity that's challenging. You want to make sure it's challenging, otherwise you're not putting enough effort. You want to make sure you have to put effort into whatever you're doing. For example, doing this pull down crunch. As I do the pull down crunch, I never let the resistance band go back to the relaxed state. I maintain constant resistance, constant tension on the resistance band to conduct my set. So you'll have to keep that in mind when you are doing your resistance workout. Do not let the resistance band collapse. That's what I'm talking about. So, now we just added on to what we were doing. We did a forward pull down crunch, and now we're going to do a side crunch where we're going left side to right side and back. Now, I don't know too many systems that will allow you to do or to be so versatile with all of what you can do. How about that? So now, we'll do that side crunch. We're gonna make sure that our elbows will touch the bench on each rotation. And you can do a couple just to get yourself warmed up until you are ready. And there you have it. If you were working with traditional weights, you would not be allowed the privilege of warm-up. to see the tension, to see what you have. Because the weight is a dead weight. It's whatever the weight it is from the beginning to the end. Resistance bands are not like that. They are more effective the more reps you do, and also the more tension that you add. Tension kind of reinterprets to weights. You want more weight, you want to add more muscle, you add more weights on the barbell. Here, you add more tension. You can add more tension by pulling the resistance further or changing the resistance band to more tension. There's also ways of altering the resistance band so that it does provide more tension. For example, here we have a regular 45-inch tubular resistance band. It is looped through here in order for us to be able to conduct this activity. So now it becomes 4 strands. Of course, that's 4 times the initial amount. That's what I mean. So now we have a lot more tension than just that single strand of resistance would be. So now we conduct a pull-in, and you certainly have to apply yourself to do this. So don't kid yourself. And as you all know, you don't need big muscles in order to be strong. So that's a misconception that a lot of people have. Go back when we were much younger and look at some of those karate movies. Yes, go back and look at Bruce Lee. Check out how trim and slim he was. He gave everybody a whooping. All those strong-looking dudes didn't stand a chance. So just exercise, do all of what you can do, and you will get results. Underneath all of that material that's on top, believe me, you got some muscles underneath that stuff. You got to bring them out. That's all. My system will do that if you use it. It'll burn those calories right off. And did you notice when I was doing the pull-ins, those pull-ins, they were done making sure that I did not release the continuous tension on the resistance band. Just like the upper pull down, you don't want to release it up to this point. You want to make sure that you maintain resistance as you conduct the activity. Just like that. This will be a forward pull down with my arms extended, and the same concept will be applied. Once you pull down, you never go all the way back up here to start all over. That's defeating the purpose, and that's not correctly utilizing the resistance band. And perhaps that's why a lot of you take resistance bands lightly. Because if you do this, you're not doing a damn thing. But if you do this and never release that tension, even if you do it fast, you'll see it's a big, big difference. A big difference. So I've been preaching this for every different exercise I've done today, trying to educate all of you how you should be using resistance bands. And you'll find out they are a lot more effective and also difficult than what you considered them to be. I'm being real. And a lot of you just have been using them incorrectly. And you don't think very highly of them. So like I said, I got news for you. If you use these things correctly, they will put some hurt on you. Once again, you notice that I never totally released the tension while I conducted the exercise. That's what you have to keep in mind when you're using resistance bands. Never let them completely collapse. You could say you're incorrectly using them, or you could say you're cheating, or you could just say you don't know how to use them. Whichever way you want to apply it, it's incorrect, and you want to make sure that if you want to get any benefits from using resistance bands, you want to make sure you use them correctly. Just like anything else. You'll get out what you put in this situation. So a lot of the exercise that you can do using the Latchbar system will develop you for other activities that you need to do, because they'll strengthen whatever muscle that you're working on in order to help you achieve higher results. And when you first start pushing on, let's say, something like this, and you say, oh, this is real easy. Well, it may be real easy as long as you are close enough and you're not putting too much tension on the resistance band. But the further you push yourself out, the more difficult, the higher level the resistance will become. And then you conduct your set from that position. And often, just like anything else, you want to do multiple sets. Even if you were using traditional weights, you want to do multiple sets. And once you wear yourself out in that front position, stand up. And now we can pull. But not only can you pull on this, you can pull on every single item that's up here, all of your different attachments, conducting pull type activities while you're standing. And also, using the bench, turn perpendicular to the wall. We have some lower attachments. The lower attachments you would use in order to conduct a press. How about that? Now you have everything already set up. Take your seat, and you're ready to do a military press. How about that? So, if you were to start here and more or less snatch it to its peak, that would be more or less incorrect. So what you want to do is start off slowly, pushing it up, bring it back down, to push back up. That's how you do it. You want to burn some calories? Use your resistance bands effectively and make it happen. That's how you do it. We have a shoulder injury. We're getting it back though. Because I remember when I couldn't do that at all. So it might be a little behind my right arm, but it's getting there. And I'm very, very satisfied. So the Latchbar exercise system is very, very therapeutic. So you can nurse injuries back into condition. That's another good aspect of resistance bands. And utilizing the Latchbar exercise system, it gives you the leverage that you need in order to conduct activities. You no longer have to hold the resistance band in your hand, or step on it with your foot, or tie it onto a doorknob, hang it over a pipe, use the doorknob, the banister, or any optical protruding item that you could find. No longer do you have to do that. The Latchbar exercise system has solved all of those issues. And it's here for you to take advantage of. So now, we're going to move the bench out a little bit. And we have a lot more exercise now that we can conduct. Because each one of these items, once again, we can utilize and pull on them also. How about that? Good for your shoulder muscles, good for your back, good for your arms, your forearms, your biceps, good for all of that. There's nothing that you would not love about this system. And of course, if we were really ambitious today, we could attach straps to our ankles, and we could also conduct a leg activity as well. But we're not going to do that. But I just wanted to review that. And of course, that is in some of my videos. And that exercise, we can do almost with any one of our attached items, where this one has a lot less tension. You can also use the sidebars while you're sitting or standing. How do you like that? This is the deluxe wall mount system. This system is also available on my website. It comes in 4 parts. And the dimensions, 3 feet by 6 feet. It comes with the hardware for mounting in sheetrock, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to run into a stud and be it that it's only 36 inches, you will only get 2 opportunities to hit a stud. Or 3, I'm sorry. Okay? The first one, the middle one, and the next one at 32 inches. You're never going to hit that perfectly, so forget about it. If you have a sarcoma, you may be able to find a stud or 2, but using the butterfly screws that it comes with, hardware, you don't have to worry about that. Drill a hole in the wall, and you'll just put the butterfly right in there. And you have a mounting instructional video on YouTube. You couldn't ask for more. Okay, so let's see, we'll do a time check. We'll grab a couple more. Just a couple more. Here we go. We have configured some extreme resistance bands here because I had a buddy over the other day and he was questioning, he wanted to do some pulls that were difficult for his back. So this is what you do. You see those guys that be doing that heavy lifting? This is it. And it's going to get your hamstrings heated up back there, as well as every other muscle on your top. This is awesome. As far as the arm pulling, I'm not sure you want to do that. But if you do a semi-squat and only use your legs, keeping your back as straight as you can, a super workout. Now there are many more exercises over here. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'll be demonstrating for the rest of the day. And I still will not finish showing you all of what you could possibly do while using the Latchbar exercise system. And that's my point. So, keep in mind, the Latchbar exercise system is available on my website. My website is www.lw500products.net. And you can see all the video demonstrations on YouTube. Just log on, and my channel is the Latchbar. So log on and view almost 200 videos. And thank you all of you who participated today. And as we go forward, come on by. But you know what I'm talking about. You can find the Latchbar system www.lw500products.net. Thank you all and have a nice day. I hope to see you on my next video. I will be around.